All right, everyone. So I'm going to do a recap for today's trades. Today is a red day, second day of the month, and kind of nice in a way just to get a red day out of the way early, because otherwise, sometimes if I have like 5, 6, 7, 8 green days in a row, I start to think, oh gosh, I'm going to have a no red month, and I get a little fixated on it. So, anyways, I was up 1,500 or so yesterday, so down 1,300 today. It ends up being kind of like a wash between these 2 days, which is fine. And you know what? And honestly, for me, just keeping the red days small is great. A $1,300 red day is $1,400 is not a big deal. I can easily make that back. RKDA was the one I was just watching, and it's so choppy. It's got these big spreads. It looks like it's going to go, and then all of a sudden the bid drops. And we just had the bid drop a second ago down to 1085. And like, whoa, that's scary stuff. So I took one trade on it. I was unrealized red, and when it came back up, I was like, you know what, just get out flat and let's just move on. I just call it a day. It's a little too late in the day for me anyways. I'm getting a little antsy, I think, which is why I was willing to punch that trade. And so let's go over the day. So started with CDIO, and this was my first trade of the day, and I went red on it by $3,000. I recouped about half the loss on it, which is good. So my first trade was pre-market, basically like right in here. I got in it as it broke through 750. So it tapped it, pulled back. It then came back up here again. So let me just, my trade was at 8:30 in the morning. So let's see, where was that? So I got in right here. Okay, so right here I got in at about 775, and I bought from a hidden seller. It then flushed in this one candle all the way down to 716. And so I ended up taking the loss on it. Ends up coming back up a little bit, and then at the open I got back in at 775 again, but with smaller size, because I was like, this is risky and I don't want to go to down 4 grand. So I got back in there. Goes up to 850, and I made back some of the loss, but the problem was I couldn't take the same level of risk that I was able to take when I was at 0 on the day. When I was down 3,000 on the day, I was much more conservative because I didn't want to go down 5,000 or 6,000. So that was the right move, and that allowed me to recoup about half my loss on the day from 3,000 to minus 1,300 or so. So anyways, I had a good trade on that. That was both my worst trade and my best trade. RKDA, so see right now as it comes back up, it's kind of tempting, to be a buyer like right there for the break of 1175. And then it goes up to 12, right? Come on. But then look at that, 1170 on the bid. So that's what's so tough about it, is for just a second there, it was 1255 on the bid, and then it's 1170. And that makes it really hard to take that trade because the bid is not holding. And the fact is, this just doesn't have enough volume, and attention is dispersed today. So it's super easy to get back in and then, get caught in that kind of setup where you're like, uh-oh, I'm in too high. Anyways, I'm feeling a little frustrated today, and being a little under the weather, I think I have a shorter fuse anyways. So I'm just kind of like leaving it alone. It is what it is. So that's RKDA. It's going a little higher. BRTX made 164 on this. Super choppy stock as well. Look at these topping tail candles. I got in at this one right here at 4. Big flush. Did it again here. Did it again here. Another rejection there. And then you had, let's see, ONCS. I got in that at about, I don't know, it was 278, goes up to 285, 290, small winner, just whatever, hard to trust. And that was it. I just wasn't feeling it. It was really a tricky day. So, it's better to manage risk and keep the losses small and live to trade another day. That's what I'm doing. And I'll be back at it, as always, first thing tomorrow morning. So thanks as always for tuning in. Reminder as always that trading is risky. My results aren't typical, and there's no guarantee that you'll make money. Whether you trade on your own, you'll learn from me. So take it slow, and we'll see you back here first thing tomorrow morning.